Hey everybody, Neil Thompson, founder of Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially for non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every bit helps. I was listening to, I attended a webinar over the weekend, and the presenter said something about the speaking industry that I thought was very insightful. So I'd like to just mention it here today. And it was about he related the speaking business to icing on a cupcake. And he said when it comes to the icing, that's oftentimes what people focus on when it comes to the cupcake. But really, you need to have that base, the cake part, for the icing to even rest on. And I thought that was very interesting, the parallels between the speaking industry and a cupcake. When you think about it, the speaking industry is it's not steady. I mean, at one point you're doing an engagement, next point you might not have an engagement for a while. And what do you do in those interim times? At some point you have to make a certain amount of money for you to live on it if you're a speaker. So what do you do? Well, that's where the base comes from. That's where the cake part of the cupcake comes from. And the speaker from the webinar over the weekend said that when it comes to a speaking business, you should have some sort of reliable income coming in and something that you can do a third of the time. So if you work let's just say you work 60 hours, just to make the math easy, a third of 60 is 20. So for 20 hours a week, you're able to bring in enough money to pay your bills. So 20 hours a week for the month. And you're able to bring in enough money to basically live. Not, and you didn't say live, super well, just live well enough that you're able to meet your obligations. And so then when you do that, then you have the peace of mind to then focus on the speaking business. What can I do to bring in more engagements? What can I do to prospect to find more clients? What can I do to market myself better? And you're in a much better frame of mind as opposed to relying solely on the prospecting for the speaking business, solely on the marketing for the speaking business, because that can be up and down. There's no predictability to it, and the bills don't stop regardless of whether you're able to find a speaking engagement or not. So I really like the idea of having something that you do throughout the month that's a third of your time that will bring in enough money to meet your financial obligations. And then once that's done, then you have the freedom to think about what you can do to bring in the business for the speaking business. And basically that's the icing on the cake. You certainly can eat you can eat the cupcake without icing, but I mean, if you just had icing with no cake, that's a bellyache. So I really like that analogy of comparing the speaking business to the icing on a cupcake. It's, as I mentioned, just to recap, a third of the time could be spent on activities that will bring in enough money to meet your financial obligations consistently. And then you'll have the time to really focus on what you could do to bring in more business for your speaking business. Hopefully that's been helpful. Again, my name is Neil Thompson. I'm the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every bit helps. Thanks. Have a great day.